How long did it take you to write this book?
It took me actually 7 months, including time that I was busy with professionally. But if I subtract the time that I was professionally busy, about 3 months.
3 months. So it's something that was in you. So releasing it was so simple. You didn't struggle with it.
No, I didn't struggle with it. It just came out actually.
Because it is so powerful. You have something to say, Juliet?
Yes. I'm just recalling her story, yes. And I remember there's a part where the author said, the strength of a woman is not in the physical. It's the spirituality, our connectedness to God. And that only can make you overpower the vices of the world. And that was profound.
I like
Yes,
that.
absolutely, because every girl who goes to another home she carries only goodness and love within her heart, the innocent love. So because she is so innocent and carries goodness, that goodness connects her to God completely. So she actually connects to God in a way. She transcends into an energy which connects to Him. So she can actually overcome every vice. She is very powerful spiritually.
Wow. Do women really believe that, Juliet? Like what should be done for women to really, because yes, they'll get this book, they'll read it, and they'll read it even 10 times, many times, you know, but until someone really, you believe it, imeingia, you know, where you know without a shadow of doubt that indeed I have these 7 virtues. Is there a formula to what women need to do to get there?
Unfortunately, no. The only thing that can stir up the greatness in you is a realization. He's put it so well in the book. Unless you yourself get to that point, whether low or lowest, where you feel I need to do something, and this something is within me, then only then can you make these virtues work for you.
I like that. I wanted you to point it out in the book. It's there.
Yes, it's in the book.
Actually, like I say, you can open everything in this world except a closed mind. The mind closes because of probably negative experiences. But what opens that, what helps you overcome that? It's only self-realization. No amount of external motivation, you need intrinsic motivation. And that is what this book tries to say, that you can motivate yourself within you, from within, inside you. You just need to feel empowered. You need to feel that there are ways created within the human body or within the human mind which God has created. So He has given you ways to open doors. Just realize and everything opens. And then nothing is impossible, basically.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's talk about the virtues. Which one is most important to you? I know all of them are, but there's one that is now the virtue for you.
Godliness
Godliness.
and forbearance. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yourself, Juliet?
I would say forbearance and orderliness. Orderliness.
Aha.
Yes.
I was also big on orderliness.
Yes.
Yeah, but those are too stiff for a woman. We need those. Those we've all picked the hard ones. Sorry, we've all picked the hard, okay, they're important, but they mattered. They mattered. Tell us the virtues that you think are most important. All of them are.
Yes, absolutely all of them are.
But which one do you think?
Because you see, there are virtues, all the virtues are very intrinsic, but there are some virtues which touch lives or relationships which are extrinsic. For example, that is innocence. Forbearance is a virtue which is more intrinsic to a woman, but the way she converses with you when you're tense, just a soft hello, how are you, puts her hand on your shoulder, that's enough. So forbearance, being an intrinsic virtue, she makes it actionable. And then just a soft touch of her hand can actually create the hardships into as if they were small twigs. And man de-stresses. Man meaning family. When I say man, I refer to family, humanity. He de-stresses, brings his confidence back. So that is forbearance. Godliness, of course, there is nothing more powerful than spirituality and prayer. Orderliness is about character. A mother weaves character into every newborn. By the bits and bytes of natter, she speaks to the baby right from the time the baby is born. What is she actually doing? Her own morality, high morality of a woman, seeps into the makeup of a child right from when he is born. So even before the child learns the language of conversation, morality is already seeping in. So morality builds character, and morality is the strongest shield against vice, because you come up from the defeatist stance of the mind, and that can take you notches higher in your endeavors. Then of course radiance is the next virtue. Radiance is about care, concern. If concern is lyrics, care is melody of life. That is what a woman actually gives to a relationship, to the family. And then of course vibrance. Vibrance is nothing but the wholeness of the wholesomeness of the woman. Universe of man is not this earth, the plants, trees, fauna, flora. Universe is the home. And what is a home? It's only the woman. So that is about vibrance, that a man finds a home within the feelings of each other, within a soulful existence between each other. And this takes the whole idea of progression in the family, in the relationship, to another level. That is the next virtue. She is the guardian of future of man. That is yonder. So if you just take the first words of these virtues, it spells out as Vibgir. Vibgir is nothing but the 7 colors of the rainbow. And when you see a rainbow, it gives you a positive, happy feeling. So the woman's virtue actually is the happiness of the rainbow, or the happiness. It's a rainbow of happiness that spans every home. And that home need not be in material comforts. It's just a feeling between them. So this is what are the 7 virtues. They work in tandem. So there is no virtue, according to me, which is better than the other. All work together in tandem. And to my mind, I could not think of the 8th virtue. So I think there are only 7 virtues.
Yeah, I don't think there is even an 8th one. These 7 encapsulate everything that a woman
because there is no 8th color in the rainbow.
I like how he summarized it. He says the wholesomeness of a woman is the universe of man.
So man feels all these seven. These are 7, let's say, music tones. See, even music has 7 tones. Only with these 7 tones you can create all the soulful music in this world. So these 7 virtues in performance, in the packaging of a woman as a human being, is what man feels.
And in the Bible, 7 means perfection, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Week.
Yeah. Did you know that?
Actually, if you see, no, I did not know that part of the Bible, but everything on this earth actually connects with 7. No, like you said, in the Bible there are 7 days, 7 colors of the rainbow. So I think it just came into my mind there have to be these 7 virtues in a woman.
I like it. Do you have now the privilege of asking the author questions? We start with you, Juliet.
Yes. The book is more of an Indian setting, but that's not a problem, because if you read with an open mind, it will click something in you. Yes. So he picks these beauty pageants. The ideal age is 25. So supposedly at 25, a woman leaves, or a girl leaves the parents to go to a man's house. Then I was thinking, oh wow, You know, in Kenya, even at 35, we still do that. So it doesn't matter the age where you get married. So my big question was, is innocence still there at those old ages, like 38, 40? Because
Okay. Well, innocence is actually the nobility of love. Nobility love, what does it mean? It means that there is nothing that is more powerful than the love the man or the family experiences from the innocence of a woman. What is innocence? It is just goodness. So even when a girl is a baby girl, it is very clearly understood that you feel the innocence of a woman. But when that baby girl becomes a wife, what do you feel? That innocence translates into soulful feelings between each other. So you feel solace. You feel like coming back to that home. So that is what innocence of love translates to when the baby girl grows into the role of a wife. But when she grows into the role of a granny, don't we go to our grannies? If the granny is 80 years and you're 40 years, you still go to the granny. You still feel like putting your head in the lap of the granny. You still feel cradled by her love. So what does it mean? The innocence of a woman remains constant throughout. With the roles, it only changes its meaning. The innocence does not change, or the nobility of love doesn't change. So even at 35, that exists.
So you're innocent all the way.
Because
I
you said
believe so.
innocent is goodness, right? That's what you've just said.
Oh, I get it now.
So that wellness of goodness doesn't go dry, right?
It never grows dry. In fact, I would like to say, a woman is the nectar of man.
Shaker, you have these quotes. You need to write a book on just love
Alone.
quotes and things. They're just coming off you so naturally. No, seriously.
In fact, innocence is a therapy for the soul, and love is the music of life.
I hear you. And also to touch on something Juliet said about, did you paint this woman too much? Like, does this woman exist? And I agree with you that at times life can happen, even just judging from your question on forbearance. Like, are we saying then a woman shouldn't give up? Or are we saying a woman should, if a woman doesn't have all of these virtues, then she's not woman enough? And I think what you're trying to allude to is, irrespective of everything going on around you, if we are self-aware of what we carry or of who we are, then that self-awareness should be able to bring all those virtues out and remind me that, oh, wait a minute, you can actually overcome this, or this too shall pass. It's not here forever, because those things are within us, right?
Absolutely. The most difficult task is raising life in the right way. Anything else is always easier on earth. So if you've done that, what is a current situation you are in, hardship you are in to cross? There are so many legends a woman has sculpted in various fields, sports, professional. But do you realize that a woman is a legend herself? Every mother is a legend. Have you not crossed the hardships and created a legend who's become an eminent citizen? You have. So there is nothing that you cannot do.
One last question to the author from you.
Why did you pick on a woman? Why didn't you write about any other thing?
Oh, no. It's a good one. It's a good question, yeah.
Why?
I think I was probably destined to write this, because when I wanted to write something, I was actually going to write on a professional subject, but for some reason at the last minute I just changed to this subject to write, and I have been writing some poems on Women Day, etc., on women, which were appreciated as well. So it just came to my mind that let me write on a subject where really nothing deep exists, and what I found on Google search as well, only some couplets, some poems, some small statements. So I just let me attempt. So I think it was just destined to write.
Please write some more. You write
Sure,
so well
thanks.
about us. You write so well about us.
Write someone, write more about us.
And write more about us. Okay, Juliet, why should a woman buy this book as we wind up?
Because it will help any woman realize who she is. Just what you have inside you that someone has not told you about. It gives you the limelight to your deep personality. And if you can pull that one out of without any much trouble, then you're good to go. You can face anything. You can cry and wake up like you never cried. And you can go on with life, making beautiful things happen. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. And from the author himself, who did you write this book for and why?
Well, of course, it represents the entire fraternity of women. Inspirations may have been the women in my family, my wife, my mother, my sister. But it speaks to everybody. So it's not for any... You see, a woman is actually a noun, a pronoun, sorry, a noun. She may be given any name. She may be given Catherine, for example, Juliet. But post that, when she gets into a home, she remains a noun. She remains a mother. She remains a wife. She remains a Mrs. So-and-so. Her first names are lost in these roles which she plays throughout the life. So it is for every woman. Every woman is only described as a daughter, wife, mother and sister. So it is for every woman.
It's for every woman. I couldn't agree more. The 7 Virtues of a Woman by the author Shekhar Srivastava, Andy. That's your name, I've shortened your name. You didn't see that coming, did you? He's Andy in the book. Yeah, you didn't know that. He is. Look, for all the women out there, especially those who may be feeling despondent because, you know, you get carried away by holidays like Valentine's, you have no reason to, really. You just need to grab yourself a copy of Your Beautiful Old Woman and first get to learn a bit more about yourself and start to prop yourself up. And then that depression will leave. I promise you there's nothing to be depressed about. It's a day like any other day. And when you're ready, you'll be okay. You'll be fine, okay? So the books are available with Priscilla. She gave her number earlier. We'll also post it on our social media pages. Get yourself a copy. For the men as well, get this for your woman if you're struggling in that relationship. Get this book as a gift for her, because then it will tell her you're thinking about her in beautiful ways. We hope. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, my guests, for showing up. We hope that you write another book in 3 months. It's only taking you 3 months. So this year you should write 4 books. Okay, I take that as a challenge. You take that as a challenge. 4 books, come on, Shekhar, you can. All of them on women. All of them on women. Yeah? You agree, Juliet? Yes. There's beauty in this book. You need to have it. Thank you for watching. We thank you for making time to tune in this morning. Until next week, God bless you.